Ready? As of January 11, 2026, the Islamic Republic of Iran is facing its most existential internal threat in decades. What began on December 28, 2025 as a localized outcry against a collapsing currency has in just 14 days metastasized into a nationwide rebellion. Today, as the movement enters its third week, the streets of Tehran, Mashhad, and Isfahan are battlegrounds. The internet is a vacuum, and the specter of international military intervention looms larger than at any point since the 1979 revolution. The catalyst for this winter's unrest was not a single political event but the brutal reality of economic math. Following years of maximum pressure, sanctions, and the aftermath of targeted Western strikes on nuclear infrastructure in mid 2025, the Iranian rial plummeted to a historic low, trading at over 1.4 million to the US dollar. For the average Iranian, this was the breaking point. Basic commodities became luxurious overnight. The initial bread riots in late December quickly shed their economic veneer, replaced by the more dangerous slogans of regime change, death to the dictator, and we do not want an Islamic Republic. Unlike the 2022 Mahsa Amini protests, which were spearheaded by the youth and urban middle class, the 2026 uprising has seen a rare and unified front involving traditional bazaar merchants, labor unions, and even residents of provinces long considered the regime's loyalist heartlands. By January 8, the Iranian government responded with its most sophisticated weapon, a near total nationwide internet blackout. According to digital monitors like NetBlocks, roughly 90% of Iran's internet traffic evaporated within hours. This is not merely a throttle on social media, it is a chillingly precise digital seize. While the public is plunged into darkness, the state continues to use whitelisted channels to broadcast propaganda. This information vacuum serves two purposes. It prevents protesters from coordinating movements across cities and it provides a shroud of secrecy for the security forces. Human rights groups warn that such blackouts in Iran are historically the harbingers of bloody crackdowns, reminiscent of the November 19 massacre of 2019. Despite the blackout, reports of carnage are filtering out through satellite links and eyewitness accounts. As of today, human rights organizations, including Iran Human Rights, have confirmed at least 116 deaths, including at least 9 children. Some independent reports from overwhelmed hospitals in Rasht and Tehran suggest the true figure could be significantly higher, with morgues reportedly at capacity. The nature of the violence has also shifted. Protesters are no longer merely fleeing in cities like Kermanshah and Isfahan. There are reports of targeted attacks on government compounds and the burning of state symbols. The regime in turn has deployed the IRGC ground forces, a move that indicates the local police and Basis's militants may be overstretched for facing bandwidth constraints due to the sheer scale of the 150 plus daily protest instances across 31 provinces. Iran's Attorney General issued a chilling warning on Saturday, stating that anyone participating in the riots will be charged as enemies of God, a crime that carries the death penalty. The Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has surfaced in a state broadcast to blame the unrest on terrorist agents of the United States and Israel. He characterized the protesters as ruining their own streets to please the President of the United States, signaling that the state will show no leniency or compassion in the coming days. Adding a volatile layer to the internal crisis is the stance of the White House. President Trump has repeatedly signaled his support for the protesters, stating that Iran is looking at freedom and that the US stands ready to help. This is not mere rhetoric. Intelligence reports suggest that the US administration is seriously considering primitive or retaliatory strikes if the crackdown turns into a mass casualty event. Simultaneously, the Iranian Defense Council has updated its doctrine, signaling that Tehran may not wait to be attacked but could act on objective signs of threat. This anticipatory defense posture creates a hair trigger environment where a single miscalculation on either side could ignite a regional conflagration. As Sunday evening falls in Tehran, the silence of the internet is punctuated by the sound of gunfire in the suburbs. The 2026 crisis is no longer just a protest, it is a collision between a desperate population and a battle hardened regime that views compromise as suicide. The international community sits at a grim vantage point, with the UN fact finding mission urging an immediate end to the violence and the restoration of digital rights. The world is watching to see if the digital iron curtain will successfully hide a massacre or if the sheer momentum of the Iranian people has finally reached a point of no return. Stop.